Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of a hat in time with Lord Helix on our heads. In the last episode, we completed the Mafia town, taking out the boss of the Mafia once again with the one-hit hero badge that we purchased from the badge seller in order to get ourselves an achievement, raised the Mafia on a rocket by stopping time to slow him down, and went back to Alpine Skyline for the Twilight Bell and its accompanying Blue Time Rift. In this episode, we're going to be going back to Alpine Skyline again. Why did I walk away? It's because I forgot to use some Rift tokens in between Mafia Town and Alpine Skyline in the last episode. And I had 12, because I had 12 tokens at that point, but then we grabbed an extra one because of what we had to do with the Twilight Bell. So, before we continue onwards, let's use this and have 4 rolls. Well, 3 rolls each, but 1 roll to keep. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff here. Not too sure if I want to go for that. There's not really anything I really want to go for, even though that die right behind the hat actually looks pretty nice, but we're not going to see that right now. Is that an ice hat flare? No, that's part of the flares that were added in the update, the modding update on PC only. So that's PC exclusive. Because I pointed that out about a couple episodes ago, right at the end. You know what? Screw it. We'll take that. That's a time stop hat. How's that a time stop hat? I mean, let's equip it for a moment and have a better look. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's got tentacle things, but what the hell is this thing? I mean, considering it looked like octopi splapped on your head, it's like, don't even know what word that was, splattered is what I meant to say. Plopped, I think I fused it with. It looks like it would be an ice hat yarn, but no, it's a time stop hat. That's weird. What's it even supposed to be? Is it supposed to be based off of the goats of Alpine Skyline? I'm not entirely too sure. I don't even know if I like that, to be honest. I could go back to the time stop hat. That was an ice hat, yeah? Yeah, Lord Helix is an ice hat. We'll go with him for now for ice. Even though he's rock water. Right, let's give it another spin, see what we get. I might actually change my dye in a minute as well. There's actually a remix down there. I should try to go for more remixes so we actually have something in the menu. Yeah, I'll try that. Oh, well, I was talking about that in the last episode and I got confused. I'm taking that. Because I thought we had that and it was like a bug, because I remember seeing it in the Road for Roulette and I don't have it, but that was the Psychonauts Raz's goggles, and now we actually have this thing, so... Sprinter hat, yeah, you know what, we'll equip that, why not? It's quite big and poofy. It's also got like one monocle that's actually kind of extended, like a telescope. The badges also kind of hang off. In fact, you can actually see the little pin that holds the badges on if you look really carefully there. Because of how it's placed on the hat. That's actually pretty cool. There's attention to detail, that is. Stuff that you don't need to put in, and they put it in. Even though they don't appear on mod hats. Oh, again with a remix. But I do like my Dweller hat flares. I'm gonna roll. Oh, well, that's another... Wait, hang on, we're getting Mafia Town again? Nah, screw it, why not? Electronic remix. New music remix unlocked for Mafia Town. Yeah, we'll equip it. I mean, we're not going to probably hear it, but maybe if, like, a mod level uses Mafia Town's music, it might be swapped out for the remix, who knows. So that goes to the hours, at least, so there's something in that menu now, instead of just the one disc to unlock them. Okay, so this is our final roll, I believe? Again with that. We're running out of stuff. It's kind of crazy. Oh, well, if you're really going to do that to me, I guess I'll have to take it. Dweller mask, yay, it's pink, it's wooden, and it pretty much is the same mask that the dwellers themselves wear. Yeah, the mask that we have doesn't, well, not the one we're using, that looks like a hollow, but the basic dweller mask that you stitch, not many of the dwellers actually wear it. That was the dwellers' actual mask that they wear. That was all my tokens, right? Yeah, I've only got the one left. Fair enough. So, we will definitely be, why did I do that? Go back this way, because we need to go back. So yeah, we definitely will be taking care of like all of the all of the tokens, using them all before the final level, unless you're in the console version, but we'll get to that. So before we start off, what do I want to be? I want to change my dye a bit. I might do the Freedom so we could use Lilac headpiece a bit more, but I'm tempted to go Minty Fresh or... Yeah, you know what, I'll go with the Forest Critter actually, and we'll go to the Brewing Hat, because then we're as closest to Link as we're going to get. Or Linkle, since, you know, it's Hat Kid, it's female, she's a girl. It's confirmed. Alright, so, we took out that last time from the Twilight Bell. We took out the Twilight Bell itself. Been to the Lava Cake, and the Alpine Skyline was how we started this thing off. 2 locations left to go to. Which shall we go next? It really is impressive on just how big this level is, but it's just basically just a bunch of platforming segments, one after another. Yeah, here's the thing. I need to get a bit of height in order to go where we're going to go in this episode. And you know that so far we've been, you know, going through the level. In fact, what's my badges right now? No bonk is nice. I think I'll keep that. Oh yeah, we're going to the windmill. I'm definitely going to keep it. Because here's the thing with this level. Every time you get a timepiece, it doesn't put you out of the level. It spits you back to the beginning. Problem is, every time it boots me out to the beginning with my current route, I have to kind of exit anyway for fast travel reasons, so that's kind of a thing, but that's not that big of a problem.
The old windmill is this way.
And this is the way I want to go.
Make sure you swing towards the path you want.
What do you mean by that? That's new. There's our location right there. It doesn't really zoom in as far as we want it to. I like how the one in the back... Well, frame rate drop there. What happened there? I like how the one that we're focusing on right now is so far away and it's blurred out. But the one that is in focus at the side of the screen is low frame rate. But it is in focus. What? Oh, how things work. But the reason why it's moving so smoothly is because it's quite huge. Right, let's go. So, which way do we need to go? Let's just follow this through. Remember, you can swing left and right on these. And we do need to grab every pond as possible. We need to get up to 800 before we finish. Otherwise, I've got to do some grinding. There was nowhere for me to go. What were you on about, my friend? Oh, I don't know. But we have to go outpost and there's something for us to get. So the horn's at the top and those are falling. That's spooky. So we're just going to make our way up here casually. I say as a jump anyway. I have no bonk, so I could dash there for a little bit of extra time. And I would not fall to my doom. I think what you intended to do is jump on the branch and then jump up here, but you don't have to do that. Alright. Hello! Bop! There we are. Okay, so there's actually something I need to talk about this item that we can just see peeking out the side here. I mean, you can see the rainbow starting to flicker on the side there. Come over here and turn the camera, zoom it out a tad if you're able to. It's not doing it for me. Maybe if I stand here, I might have better luck. Nope, I'm having worse luck. This is great.
Careful! Some of these bridges are old.
Right. Jump from here. There we are. This is a bouncy thing. And the thing I have to talk about this brewing yarn in this little birdhouse is that the hole is actually square in console versions. I'm pretty sure I read that correctly. It makes it easier for you to get in because it's not circular, so it's not concave, but I don't know why that is a change in between versions. Maybe it's easier to, since squares is just a flat side and it's 4 flat sides instead of circular, but at the same time, performance, I don't understand it to be perfectly honest, but that is a brewing yarn right there, and that's actually the only item that's in this segment. That's another thing with Alpine Skyline that I've noticed. Yeah, I'm going to fall. There we are. That's easier at least. But yeah, that's one thing with Alpine Skyline that I've noticed. There's not that many collectibles grouped together. They're kind of like 1 or 2 in a certain segment, unless it's one of the main segments where we'll have a few more. But there's still not that many, and I'm going back on myself. What am I doing? I can't get back now! What have I done? Because of where I spawned, it turned me around. They're not going to regenerate, are they? Game, you're a Muppet. And I'm a Muppet for getting turned around. Yeah, we spawn up here again. Why is it doing that? That's so weird. Yeah, that's so weird. I don't understand why it's doing that. Oh, wait. Was that the right way? I'm getting turned around now. Which was the right way? Where was I? Yeah, I was here. We had to go bounce on that thing. So, yeah, maybe it was this way.
Some of these bridges are old.
Yeah, so it was this way. Okay, excuse me. I thought... Because... They keep using this set piece around this area in order for you to climb up. It kind of threw me off there. That's my... I brain farted. Excuse me. Right, let's hop up this way quickly. Bash you two. There we are. What, in one swipe, no less. We can tightrope across this one at least. I'm going to try and get some height here. And, ha-ha! Yeah, we go. Skipped a tad. Helpful. We weren't actually supposed to come up this way, I'm pretty sure. No, actually, I think it was intended. We're supposed to jump from the bottom there and then make our way round, but I decided against that because I'm a Rebs. Yeah, we weren't supposed to do that. We're supposed to go up and around, but screw the rules. I have money. Who gets that reference? Well, I don't mind to toot my own horn, but I think that'll open up more progression, and that's what he was on about by taking a different route by holding a direction. Alright, let's get Lord Helix on our side and Hibooski. Oh god, we're flipping out! And it's just a shortcut back to the bottom. Now this is a little bit annoying. You can't just hold that direction now. You have to go back to the beginning area and then go back on yourself again. I mean, why could you not have just gone both ways? I mean, I guess it's because they're both tied to this location. Sorry, I had a bit of a hiccup there. There we go. Just hold the direction and then you go. It's like one of those QuickTime games on DVDs where you have to be like, oh, I want to go this way, and you go that way. It's funny, really. I was aware of those kind of games on DVDs before the 32X, but that's before I was, like, very knowledgeable on game consoles I didn't own. It was like when I was, like, 8 or something. So, we're at the windmill. This is interesting. Look at all these ready to start spawning their spores. Not pleasant. Right. Oh, I have to hold the button. Marby. I'm so used to the zip lines now, I don't hold the button anymore, because we don't actually swing off this one. Right, let's drop here. Jump. There we are. This guy's patrolling. We want to avoid him so we don't get knocked for a loop. Up here. There's an ice panel. Where's that going to take us? I mean, there's a chest over there, so we could probably jump over there with a dweller hat, but where would this take us? I don't actually see. Could be up there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to jump back down here, because there's nothing actually down here. Oh. There we are. Wait. Oh, I forget. Even if I don't equip them, they still change them. Oh, you know what? Screw it. We'll leave it. Might as well have a little bit of visual difference with our flares. I'm not going to be too bent over it. There we are. Time stop yarn in a chest yet again. And that's the only item in this section. As I said, why do 2 items if it's not a major section, if it's just on the way? By the way, I like how the badges are actually placed on our mask here. It's kind of symmetrical. And that really satisfies my OCD. Right. Let's pop up here. I say that, but my controller's not exactly symmetrical, but it works. There's a horn over there. That's in a completely different segment, it looks. Goes all the way down there from that orange landing. Looks like that's where our ice hat's going to take us. Fair enough. Let's hop into the ice hat here. Flip all the way down it.
This one leads to a horn. You can just see it.
Yeah, that ice panel wasn't, like, aligned properly. You kind of, like, flip out when it doesn't actually bounce in that kind of direction as it would seem. So it kind of... I don't know why that was done. Kind of looks a bit off. Actually, that's something I forgot to talk about in the last episode. Like, 2 days ago, at the... Well, because I'm recording both of these at once. There was, like, a developer commentary of all the levels, and it was kind of interesting on how this level was. It was originally supposed to be a desert, which has now been... Why did my double jump not go off there? That was weird. But yeah, there was actually a development commentary going on about, and when they talked about this level, oh, the cats are back. They pretty much reused a lot of resources from other stuff, as well as like got it done within like 4 months, and it was really impressive. It's like people say it's like one of the best levels, and it's definitely not one of my favorite levels. I'll say that much. It can be a bit janky at times, but yeah, it's still very impressive on the scope and size and what they managed to do with this level. And it became from a desert to a nice, bright, sky-high location. It's crazy. They just raised all the mountains and set pieces, and then reorganized it to a cohesive thing. They couldn't think of a story, so they just made it open-ended. By the way, we're in like in a village of cats. This is actually very useful. This is a mod that we haven't actually used that often since we started and showed it off. King Brew's Crown. And most enemies will not be able to see when it's active, but if you walk into them, they will hit you. Oh, and as you saw there, as soon as I came back, you saw him pretty much phase towards me. So yeah, if they hit you, you can lose pawns, they can obviously do damage, and worst of all, they can actually steal your hats. And when I mean hats, I do mean all your hats. They'll take the one obviously you're wearing, but you can't swap hats. So you've got to be really careful with that, and it just happened. They just took my hat. So now I can't use the wheel, I can't swap hats, I need to actually defeat him in order to get it back, and... there we go. Got my hat back. Ha-ha! I duped you out, my boy. And now I'm gonna kill you. Ah, you missed. And for some reason, we cannot actually whack him to kill him. There we go. For some reason, it bounced off of him there. It was... I heard a visual squeak. Audible squeak. Talking too fast, slow my speech. I am the Scatman after all. Stuttering is what I do. Anyway. Hop back up this way. Up to the horn. Blow our horn. Alert the natives of the cat's evil deeds. Or just, you know, make another split. Yep, where we were actually standing is where we actually had to go in the first place. Curly Tail Horn Trail. Nothing actually here after than that, though. It was just basically a little platforming challenge with sneaky invisible enemies blocking our way. And I didn't do that jump right. Can I salvage? I salvaged. Nice. Right, so I need to get out of this little section. Where are we? Camera's not cooperating. Oh, there we are. So that does bounce. I was standing on that before and it didn't bounce me. It's finding that a little bit odd. Right. So yeah, there's not really any fast way getting back. Yeah, I still on this one. Oh, okay. That one just doesn't bounce at all. That's what I was getting confused with. Anyway, we're done with this one. Once we come back up this way and use the ice hat, we should be en route. Sorry, I was just swapping my hat there. It's a bit odd how we can actually go upwards while we're using the zip lines. That doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but just use this, hop up here, bounce off this chimney. Yeah, so that chimney you just can't bounce off of, which is really strange. Don't understand that. Oh, I missed most of those, but I got them in the end. We're almost at 300 again. Still need 800 though, and that's a lot of money. That's a lot of puddings. Can Tim really accepts? Speaking of which, Undertale's coming out soon for the Switch. And I do have plans, as I've already mentioned before in an update video. The Windmill. Yeah, this is very Mario-esque, isn't it? That's very low frame rate, but it seems like we can actually get onto the thing from there. Can we swing? Looks like we're barely in reach on every single one of these. Of course, double jumping will give you a little bit of an extra reach in case if that is the case, but... Alright, we are here. Before we even enter, however, I want to come over this way. There's actually some things we need to take note of before we go in. We saw a shiny in that wall. There's a big door here with stuff behind it, so we're going to have to take stock in that. The badge seller is yet again around here. He's pretty much near every set piece other than the lava cake. It's kind of funny. There's a bell up there as well, which we can't do anything with at the moment. So, let's go in here and let's have a little look and see what we can do. This place definitely gives me a lot of TikTok clock vibes when we're going through it, because there's a bunch of gears. You've got to go through a massive appliance of some sort, and we can actually go through here. We got the bulk badge, so that helps. And it looks like we need the dweller mask in order to reach that, so let's go slap that on quickly. Double jump. Lunge. Mine. And was my eyes glowing when I was using the ability there for a moment? That looked odd. I don't think that normally happens. Then again, we normally see Hat Kids behind, so I don't mean that way. But you know what I mean. I don't know if I'm allowed to use it. Yeah, oh, whoa. Okay, that's interesting. That's a bit spooky. Didn't expect that. But yeah, that's one item at the bottom here at least. I don't think there's anything else we can do. That was a hot one I was looking at. Fair enough. Let's start climbing up. And we're going to keep an eye out on other items while we're going up here, because some of them are actually off the beaten path, and if we miss them, it's going to take a while for us to get back up and around. And by the way, it's supposed to be turning, but the ropes aren't moving. I mean, I guess it would be hard to animate the ropes, but you could have took the 64 route and just, you know, make the textures move, unless they're supposed to, and that's just a bug on my end. I'm not entirely too sure. They've never moved for me, though. Wait, what? This is broken. No, it's probably on my end then, because I don't remember that being broken. That's strange. My computer's performance must be shifting a tad. Yeah, that's why I wasn't speaking there for a moment. That looked really odd. I mean, is it moving now? Yeah, it's moving now, and we're further away from it, so I don't know why it was breaking on us. Maybe it's because we were standing on it for too long, and it started to break because of that. But yeah, we can actually fall down here, but that's actually fine, because we're not outside the actual area. But I do actually want to go down here. Dang it. And on my bootum. Blow all that up, get all the money. And there is a pond cluster here. Now, this pond cluster is actually kind of a dickish one, because what we're going to have to do is, well, dweller mask our way across, as well as use the time stop hat whenever we can. So I like to touch it and start going through a tad of it, and then... That was bad. Am I going to salvage this? Okay, this is really bad. I need to time stop hat. Because otherwise it's going to disappear on me, and that is not going to be good. I need to get up here, quick. I do not have the Mad Hatter badge. Oh no, this is really terrible. It's right there, it's a relic. Use it. I got it. That was, wow, they look really wonky. And the drum roll's still going on because I froze time. Yep, there we are. They're gone now. But once again, you don't need to grab every pond in order to grab this, just like with the DJ Grooves thing. But that is the other pond cluster that I mentioned at the beginning of the game, where there is actually something tied to it that is collectible. That is a collectible that could actually be easily missed. Ring that bell, and we open the door so we can get back there quickly. That door stays open, but what the heck? Okay, game, that's fair. Just send me off into the pit while a cutscene was going off. Thanks. Wow, that was rude. That's never happened to me before. Why am I having so many problems here? I don't normally. And I tried to jump on that, but I kind of messed up the timing on that, so that actually annoys me. Thankfully, there's a ladder here, so we can get back up very easily. So that's not an issue. And I jumped on the bottom of it again. Can things please stop going wrong? My glasses are wonky. I'm bugging out on a lift. Oh my lord! I can't jump on these platforms. Gears aren't turning. I'm gyrating on ladders, and I'm jumping underneath platforms. This is such a mess. I swear I don't normally have these many issues. I'm just having a bad day, apparently. Alright, so I've got to wait for this platform to roll over here. Let's... Actually, I'm not entirely too sure. Can you jump here? Yeah, you can. So you can't go through it, though. Yeah, fair enough. I could have just done that for speedrunning purposes. Or just moving faster in general. Drips! I knew you were here. Got you. So over here. I don't think they'll actually be put in the middle of places where you got to jump. Yeah, these gears are actually kind of like picking up birdseed, which is actually kind of makes sense because you're in a windmill. It'll be high up top. So, yeah. Funny thing is, there were no actual... Oh, God, this is a bad place to fall down, isn't it? Can't see what I'm doing because of the camera. I was actually moving along with that, but I wasn't touching it. That was weird. There we are. Must have been the hitbox. Jump over this way. There we are. But yeah, what I was about to say was, there's no actual birds in this level, even though there's like bird seed, or it could just be corn, because there's the windmill. It would make sense if it was like corn or wheat. But it does look like bird seed, and birds are known to live in windmills. And considering how high it is in where it is in Alpine Skyline, so high up in the clouds, it's like you would expect it to be as such. Right, let's wait for that to turn around. Jump up this. Yeah, this is very Mario 64 right here. It's pretty much the same set piece. They spin as they go. So, yeah, this is what I meant by it. Pretty similar to being like TikTok clock. You got all these gears and contraptions just spinning around, and you just got to make your way up. Thankfully, there's not 7 power stars or timepieces on the way up and then making you do the whole thing again every time you go through. Because Alpine Skyline itself doesn't actually do that. There's an item right there. So we're going to have to figure out how to get that as well. I believe we come through this way. What we're going to have to do is jump, jump again, dive, jump. There we are. Come around this way, and we've got to do it again in order to get out. Now, tell me that this doesn't look like a meatball wrapped around in, like, spaghetti string. Because of the lighting. It does not look like a time stop yarn. It looks close to a sprint yarn, but the white is now yellow. There's nowhere near a time stop yarn. By the way, we're looking pretty blue right now. Like, teal blue. It looks pretty cool. Get it cool, because cool's kind of like ice, and ice is blue. Yeah, I'm funny. Not really. I'm terrible. Just like my puns. I rip them apart. Come over this way, I believe. Is this right? Or do we go higher up? No, we go higher up. I missed. Judged my jump, and I do not have the no full badge. I don't need that now, so I guess I'll pop the hover badge back on. I keep saying the no full badge. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's called like the no bulk badge, no full badge. Just flows off the tongue better, I guess. But yeah, at this point, there's not really much I can say. Because I've already described like this area. I've said what's needed. I am failing. And now we're actually back to where we need to be. And for some reason my forward momentum stopped there for a moment. More jank happening. I don't know why I'm getting experiencing so much jank. This game ain't as janky. It's actually probably one of the more stable indie games I've ever played, to be perfectly honest. In fact, most indie games I've played have been very stable. Oh, this is a tricky one. I don't have the no bonk badge on. Thank you for the respawn. I was hoping it would. Yeah, if you do fall down too far, you do respawn. So that's kind of a mixed blessing, I guess. But yeah, these platforms, we have to pretty much jump in between them in order to hit the button. I wasn't going to speak about it, but I kind of do now. Or I could just power slide when I just meant to jump to reorientate myself. At least I still made it. Still, though, that wasn't exactly welcome. And yeah, you can't really see this platform very well, but you do need a jump here. It's kind of in your blind spot, which is why they have a camera raising button for you, which is obviously mapped to Y. That was bad. Why did I do that? Right, we need to climb up here. There we are. Jump across here. There, I believe there's actually an item in there. I think I do have to do a lunge jump in order to make it. There we are. There we are. No, it was just a bunch of ponds. Oh no, I'm thinking of an item later on. Excuse me, that's my bad. Just jump up here. There we are. Still, make the jump at least. And I can't turn the camera here, which is pretty bad. Alright, so we got a checkpoint. So, believe it or not, we're only halfway up. Well, 2/3 of the way up. No, it is halfway up. I do think we get another checkpoint when we enter in the next time, though. So, just got to keep on climbing. Right, here we are. There we are. Now you nailed that one. I don't think there's anything down there that we need to interact with, so it's just mostly climbing up from here. So that's perfectly fine. At least we're getting a lot of ponds for our troubles, and looks like we've got more platform to do on the outside. In fact, we're supposed to do it now, actually. No, I don't need any health, so I will not go over that way. Oh, I know I could just mess up the jump. Give me a minute. When you go for health and it messes you up, right, I want to swing over this way. This is what I was thinking of. No, it's not. It's further up. Wow. How high do I need to go in order to get to where I think I was going to... It's up there. That's it. All the way over there. Right, that's what I'm thinking of. That's why I keep hesitating to jump at stuff. Because I feel like I'm going to miss it. I forget where... Because, like, there's so many floors to this. It's like such a massive windmill. It's kind of ridiculous. Here we go. Bounce on that. Double jump. I don't think there are any cats around here, so we don't have to worry about that for now. I think it's just these floating raccoons that we got to worry about. Yep, got him. Right. Swing. Got some more stuff to blow up here. I already had the hat on. I nailed that landing, and he blew up in my face. Wow. That escalated super quick. I could have actually jumped on him, but whatever. I had the chance for a homing attack. I will take it. Right, so... This is kind of complicated. Gotta get all the way... No, that's where we just were. Write this up. I think we're coming up... Oh! Why am I not paying attention to... Yeah, whenever you see, like, a nest like this, don't start swinging because an egg will just pop out of nowhere. Obviously, I need to follow my own advice because I'm just taking an egg to the face every time. I don't want an egg, so don't give me an egg. Right, so I need to do this. And I believe we're supposed to go onwards that way, but I don't want to do that. I want to come up this way myself. Come onto the top of here. Yeah, because I need to go up and around. So I need to jump over to this branch. Then I got to jump over to the balloon. Onto the posts. Yeah, this doesn't look like you're supposed to do this, but the ponds say otherwise. Make your way up to this house over here. And it's right there in front of that window. So we've got to get some height. And drop in the middle of it. Onto the, to the windowsill. There we are, got it. Yeah, that's really ridiculous placement. It doesn't look like you can get up here, but you can. So there's not really anything to worry about trying to get this one. And I think that is actually everything on the windmill. So all we've got to do now is just focus on getting to the timepiece, which is just above us. We're almost there. So we need to head back. Well, we don't really need to head back. I could probably just drop onto the block, which I barely missed. Where did I spawn? At the beginning of this entire segment. Are you kidding me? Oh no, not the entire segment. Just back to where we climbed up here. Fair enough. So yeah, even though it says checkpoint, you still get other checkpoints when it doesn't actually tell you. So it's kind of weird that. There we are. Now we can hop down this way. And there we are. We're back in again. Another checkpoint. Did it actually take checkpoint when we went through the other time? I don't think it did. Especially not where we respawned. Right, so we're almost done. Whack you out of the way. And on the platform, on the gear, ride it around. We are almost done. Very long platforming segment. Really tests your skill on jumping and your distance, and if you want to, like, you know, speedrun. I've said it many a time, this game has got a speedrunning community. No, it's not very big as far as I'm aware, but there is like that built-in timer that I've showed you before in the options, and I whacked you! Next time I'm going to use my bomb! I knew he was there, so I'll do that instead. But what I was saying is that during that development commentary that I was talking about, that live stream that happened, which will be uploaded to their channel soon, I'm pretty sure they said it would. In fact, they're going to have another one talking about the DLC on the day of launch, or the day after launch. Why can I not turn the camera here? Thank you, that was weird, it just didn't want to zoom out. There we are, now I can actually ride this around. Right, jump on this platform, there we are. But yeah, in the development commentary, level commentary that they were talking about, they said that when it came to, like, designing the hub, he wanted to make tunnels that go off around the place, and it was kind of like teasing speedrunners to go through, because as they sloped and not straight, it's not easy to, like, run through them the same way each time. So I know what I've got to do now. I've got to come over here, because yes, now we're in the inside of the entire windmill, and there's platforms on the inside that we couldn't jump to before. That's how we get higher up to the... I fell through it! What? I fell through the platform! I climbed on top of it and I fell through! What was that jank? Nothing but jank in this episode. Oh my god, why? There we go, now I land on it. What happened there? Oh, I missed my disembarking point. God, I gotta get off on non-glitch central. There we are. Doesn't help that you can't see through the frigging thing. It would be nice if that had a bit of a transparency thing, like if you zoom too close in head kid, it goes checkered. It would be nice if it did that on other models, but it doesn't. But maybe that was fitting for a final thing, because we're at the end. The timepiece is just nestled all the way at the back of all these pots and boxes. With that, we're done. But we're not done yet for the episode. That's just the windmill. Yep, we're still going. Seems like every time we complete a sector, these spores decide to fly around, and then one of the leaders of the sector get twitchy from it? Don't know. Anyway, I'll meet you guys back at the windmill. Alright, so why did I exit the level again? Why did I say I'm going to meet you at the windmill? Well, actually, I'm going to meet you back at the curly trail right before heading to the windmill. But starting at the windmill pretty much allows us to hop, skip, and a jump to the zip line in order to get there, because our next blue time rift is actually pretty much next to the horn that we blew in order to get to the thing in the first place. So, we're going back into the cat village. I'll see you guys there. Oh! Bloody hell, I got double teamed there and it almost sent me flying. Good thing I came back here because, well, if I just have a second to think, there we are. Horn is right up there. If we just climb up here, here's the horn. Head back on behind us, and in the curly, what's it called? The curly tail trail, that's what it is. The blue time rift is right here. You didn't really need to see me platform all the way through that yet again, just to get back to this point that we've already been to. What we are here for is for our final blue time rift of the game, actually. Well, until the DLC comes along anyway, because that's got 6 new time rifts. I think a couple of them have been confirmed to be purple, they're not all blue, so... In fact, I think all of them are not blue, I think they're all purple, now I think about it, because they're quite in-depth and graphical, because blue ones just look like this. I thought that was actually on my hat then. Yes, my hat is on my hat. I thought that was on my head then, because of how it looks. But yes, we've got these cats to deal with yet again, so I'm actually going to use the King Bruce crown so I can actually platform without getting knocked around. Because they can send you flying, just like the peckers can. So we just got to be careful of that. Well, I say that, but we've actually got a little gauntlet of enemies to deal with. Another way I'm dealing with them is to keep jumping and mashing the X button to do a homing attack. So keep jumping and attacking, and you should home attack them when they try to get you. When they're right behind, well, right below you, not behind you. And then I just got that. Wow! I just got freaking triple team that time. That was fair. I'm having a big... Seriously, this episode's been nothing but trouble. Take that, you dumb meowths. And there we are, all 3 waves are already complete. But that was a little bit insane. But funnily enough, that is all that was there to deal with. So, we're done. It was just a little gauntlet. Climb to it, battle them all, and we can finish with a crown on our head. To be honest, the crown didn't actually do as much as I thought it would. Well, I'm going to spite you and say no to that. Look, it's in between the same hat. Oh, no. No! We're running out of flares. It was a matter of time. I don't want to equip that. I'm going to change it again in the next episode. I'm definitely not pressing A to equip it now. Apparently, that's just so that you have the sprint hat equipped, but whatever. In the next episode, guys, hopefully we have a little bit less jankiness. Don't know what was up with that. The game hasn't been running for that long on my computer, so... But yeah, in the next episode, guys, we're going to go back to Alpine Skyline yet again, take down the final sector, which is the birdcage, and I'll see you guys next time.